Hello artists and welcome! Today we will continue working in the Sculpture Studio. Last time we worked with cardboard. Now we are going to add paper sculpture to the mix. We are going to make a sculpture using both cardboard and paper. If you have a younger sibling at school, they are doing a similar skill builder. You need to keep watching this video because it is a bit different. Since you are older, you will be expected to show more paper sculpture techniques. The materials that you are going to use today are cardboard, paper, markers or crayons, scissors, a pencil, glue, something to use as a straight edge, such as a book. The first step is your base. You can use cardboard as your base, or you can use a sheet of paper from your notebook. For this demo, I'm going to be using the cardboard. You can use any cardboard laying around, such as a cereal box or any other large box. Use one large side of your box and cut out the rest so that you have this nice rectangle right here. Next, you are going to make strips. One way to make strips is to use a straight edge. A straight edge is a way to help keep your strips straight. A straight edge is using any object that is straight. Some examples are a book, a magazine, or a straight piece of cardboard. The strips should be about 1 inch wide and the length of your paper. So now let's make a few strips. I'm going to use my book as a straight edge. You are going to use a pencil to draw a line, but for this demo, I'm going to use a Sharpie. So I'm going to put it at the top of the paper. I'm going to draw all the way down. And then I'm going to move it over. I'm going to draw another one. And I keep going till I've used up the paper. Now, let's go over a few different types of paper sculpture techniques. To make a fringe, fold your strip in half the long way, so that you have a visual line. Then you're going to cut only on one side of the line, like this. So see how it's only on one side? You want to do this so that you don't cut through to the other side. You can also have thick or thin fringes depending on how you space out your cuts. The second technique is a curl. Here is an example of a curl. One way to make a curl is to take your strip and wrap it around a pencil. And then you take it off and you have your curl. You can also make it looser by loosening it up by stretching out so you have a loose curl. The other way to make a curl is to roll it in your hands just like this. Lastly, let's make a tab. Here it is an example of a tab. This little part right here at the end. Or these little squares down here or here. Tabs are great ways to keep your strips stable. They can also be combined with other techniques like I did in this example. So to make a tab, you're going to take your strip and fold the ends inward or outward. Then you can apply your glue. Another technique you can do is a roll. A roll looks a little bit like this, kind of like a tunnel. And to do that, you'll take a thicker strip or thin, but it works better with thicker, and you're gonna roll it inward like this. Rolls are really cool, but to make it work, it's easier if you add on a tab. So you're gonna give yourself a tab on both these sides. And then you can glue it down, and then you have your roll. The next technique is going to be a loop. And a loop is exactly what it sounds like. You're going to take your strip and you're gonna turn it into a loop. What you'd do then is you'd glue right here onto the other end, and then you'd have your circle or loop, and then you would glue it down on the bottom and then attach it like that. The third technique is a fan fold. Here is an example of a fan fold. To make a fan fold, take your strip and fold it forwards and backwards like an accordion. So here we're gonna go forward, and then we're gonna go backwards, forwards, gonna lift that up a little, and then we can go backwards, try to fold it the same size, like a pattern. If it helps, you can even say it all out loud. The next technique is a rectangular prism. Here is an example. To make a rectangular prism, you're going to take a strip and you're going to fold it just a little less than half, so you have this tail that's right here. So then you've got that fold, and then you're going to fold this part, not folding the tail. So there you can see that there's two folds in here. Then you can fold that one on top, unfold it, and so you've got some of these bends, and then you're going to bend it, these two tail parts, into that prism, and then you glue it where the two tails are, and then you have your rectangular prism. Next, let's do a spiral. We'll make one in the shape of a circle. So first, you're going to get a larger piece of scrap paper. Then you're going to cut it in the shape of a circle first. Next, you're going to slowly cut inward. So see how I'm going slow, and I'm slowly going towards the center. And I'm going to keep doing that till I get to almost the center, till I can no longer cut. So here, I'm going to stop, and then I have my spiral. Now that we've done a few different strips with the technique shown, let's put them all together to make our abstract sculpture. You will use all of the techniques shown for your sculpture. Think about how you want to arrange your pieces. You can have pieces overlap, or you can even have some connect. And as a reminder, if you use a glue bottle instead of a glue stick, use a dot of glue, press and hold, and count for 20 seconds. I can't wait to see what you create. See you next time, artists!